Hi, everybody. This is the second of what will probably be three videos uh, giving you an opportunity to be on the ground floor and hearing the music for my new musical Roundup Time. And the first video had five songs, and this I think will probably have four. Uh, the first two are the end of Act One, and the second two are the beginning of Act Two. What happens after the last episode that we saw is that Hepzibah Hildreth, the mother of Hortense Hildreth, encounters her daughter talking to Bear Grease the Mountain Man and thinks he's a lowlife and that she should stay away from her. And she's very disturbed that her daughter is paying attention to this kind of guy. And then one of the women who works at the Lone Star Saloon uh, comes down the street and she says, "Oh, there's another one of those wanton women." And but it turns out that Pauline, who's the woman she's talking to, is not at all a wanton woman. She's working in the Lone Star Saloon just in order to get money to support herself and her widowed mother. And she and Hepzibah sing a song between the two of them that explains why they think that most men and women are um, subject to moral downfall and have to keep aware of everything that's happening to keep from doing that. Here's the song. It starts out with Hepzibah Hildreth, who's a sort of hard bitten church lady, and then Pauline takes up the second verse. You don't have to believe in Adam and Eve to know what their story entails. When Eve picks that fruit, Adam shares in the loot. It's not one or the other who fails. And the story since then is that women and men have conspired to commit all their crimes. Those folks in the garden did not get a pardon, and we won't despite modern times. Just remember the question of guilt is determined by how we are built. What makes a woman behave like a woman despite her intelligent plan? The man who's the downfall of woman can make a woman fall for a man. What makes a cowpoke, though no matter how broke, expend all the cash that he can? The wiles and the smiles of a woman, 'cause woman is the downfall of man. No matter how often it happens, and happens, and happens again, we don't ever learn from the lesson. We go on being women and men. Strive to advise her, she's sadder, not wiser, with prudence a flash in the pan. For man is the downfall of woman, and woman is the downfall of man. Bill Bronco Buster went limp as a duster when she gave a flip of her fan. And Bill got disgustingly busted, 'cause woman is the downfall of man. The whole state assembly began turning trembly when she and the candidate ran. He had lots of fun with his funding, 'cause woman is the downfall of man. It's not an original story. The ending is easy to guess. The question's not whether he's fallen, but in whether it's more or it's less. And And so we can sum up and show what will come up for each time since history began. That man is the downfall of woman, and woman is the downfall of man. Man is the downfall of woman, and woman is the downfall of man. Okay, we reached the end of Act 1. What our heroes and heroines have decided is that even though Jim Blake's father is going to be opposed to the marriage of his son with a dance hall girl, they're going to go ahead and do it anyway, because they figure once they're married in church and the sight of God and everybody, there's not so much that Jim Blake's father can do about it, although he'll certainly be very angry. And in order to cheer his girlfriend up, Jim Blake sings a song which ends up being the basis for the Act 1 finale. It's a waltz called Make One Waltz Enough. Jim sings the first verse. His girlfriend sings a kind of descant above the second verse, and then the third verse, everybody on stage starts waltzing, and that's what's going on when the curtain falls. Make one waltz enough, give it all of your heart, do it right from the start. Make one waltz enough, make it last for a while, keep on dancing in style for the rest of your life. Husband and wife, all the joy you can take that joy and you'll make one waltz enough. And then Fargo Bill sings over the tune. Make one waltz enough, keep dancing in style, keep dancing. Make one waltz enough, make one waltz enough, and take all the joy, take all of the joy. Take that joy and you'll make one waltz enough. And everybody gets up and starts waltzing. Quiet ending to Act 1. Act 2 opens with only two people in the bar room of the Lone Star Saloon, Frank Hildreth and Pauline, who is the sweet waitress who talked to Mrs. Hildreth earlier and explained that she is this very nice girl who doesn't do any of those nasty things that the dance hall girls do upstairs. She and Frank hit it off because they're both very innocent and they feel like they could be comfortable with each other. And they sing a song together, and again, they're alternating lines, called Let's Learn to Love. And here that song is. I've learned something new, standing here and kissing you. is one worthwhile thing to do. Let's learn to love. I don't know your name. If I did, I'd feel the same. It's not just a silly game. Let's learn to love. When kids were spinning the bottle, I'd want to play hide and go seek. It hasn't hurt you to wait. You've got a great technique. Loves our sole concern. Thank the gods we've time to burn. Imagine what we could learn. All of the PhDs will earn learning to love. All good students yearn for the day they'll take their turn to use what good students learn. Let's learn to love. All good students find that the task that comes to mind is just what they've been assigned. Let's learn to love. Study is so inspirational. I want some work to take home. Were I to write it all down, it'd make quite a tome. Both once we've aced the test and our skills are manifest, we know you can guess the rest. Live in our post-grad scholars nest, learning to love. Probably a dance routine. I haven't quite worked out, and I was jumping back and forth between the octaves because it's not at all in my range. Meanwhile, Frank and Jim Blake and Fargo Bell have gotten married, and Horace Blake finds out about it, and he's very upset because he hasn't met Fargo Bell, but he's sure she's a wanton woman and totally should be ashamed of herself. And he sings this song about women like that. Fortunately for me, this is a song which isn't supposed to be sung well. The actor who plays Horace Blake is not required to have a good voice because it's a comedy song. So here we are. She's no better than she should be, and she should be. But a fallen woman cannot rise again. Once she stumbles on the primrose path to virtue, she's a helpless victim to the wiles of men. When a woman takes the line of least resistance, then a man should keep his distance all the while. For no matter how insistent, when confronted with persistence, he'll succumb to the existence of her guile. It's a man's responsibility to shield her, and a woman's obligation to obey. Should she wield her femininity within his close proximity, she'll yield her precious innocence that day. For a man to take advantage of her weakness is but natural, considering his lust. So each gentleman and dame their proclivity should tame, lest they want to share the shame of a stain upon their name and the stigma of ill fame. And both sexes should proclaim that their motto is the same: virginity or bust. Okay, part the third and last to come. See you there then. Thanks for watching.